Hello again there, my friends. Nice to see you. Seeing you is nice. My name is John. Welcome to Stay Puft Metal, and today we're going to be listening to some heavy fucking metal. I know you're just shocked as shit to be hearing that. Today, I am going to be bringing forward one of my all-time favorite bands. A band so formative for me that, had I not discovered them, I don't know what I would be doing right now. I speak, of course, of the mighty Children of Bodom and their song, Bed of Razors from 1999's Hatebreeder. This is another one of those bands where I had a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out what song to present to y'all. There's so many of them that I feel like we could talk about. We probably will. But I wanted to start with one that maybe wasn't as big as a lot of other ones, you know, your Silent Night Bodom Nights, your Angels Don't Kill, or your Are You Dead Yet's. One that both longtime fans of the band could sink their teeth into, but also a really good representation of the band for those who either haven't heard them or haven't listened to a whole lot of their music. This is a song that I feel could be very inspired by the new wave of British heavy metal, but has a lot of those neoclassical flourishes that Bodom is known very well for. A lot of good stuff in it. It's endlessly catchy, and yeah, you're gonna wanna almost want to dance a little bit of a jig to it, because it's kind of like happy and in a major key, and then you look at the lyrics and you're like, oh, I shouldn't be dancing right now. Children of Bodom were a Finnish melodic death metal band that were one of the undeniable giants of the metal world during the 2000s and most of the 2010s. In the 2+ decades they were together, Bodom released 10 studio albums, with half of those being massively influential to bands even today. Spearheaded by the guitar wizardry of Alexi Laiho, the band combined Scandinavian black metal with aspects of Swedish melodic death metal, while decorating it with flourishes of neoclassical power metal a la Yngwie Malmsteen. But to talk about this band without mentioning keyboardist Janne Wirman or the thunderous rhythm section of Jaska Radikainen or Henka Seppala would be a massive disservice. To put things into perspective, today's heavy hitters like Gojira, Amon Amarth, Trivium, Black Dahlia Murder, and so many more were opening for Children of Bodom once upon a time. Unfortunately, their output in the 2010s, while not terrible, just never quite reached the same level as the first half of their career. They released what turned out to be their final album in March of 2019 and disbanded at the end of that year. Though his next project, Bodom After Midnight, showed immense promise and a return to form of sorts, Alexi Laiho sadly passed away in late 2020 at just 41 years old. I love this band so much. I love what they did for heavy metal, and I would hate to see them fall out of the public consciousness just because they're no longer around to play their music anymore. So that's what I'm here to do today, everybody. Let's stop talking about it. Let's listen to it. From their 1999 album Hatebreeder, this is Children of Bodom with Bed of Razors. Fuck yeah. Like a jig again. Ready for it? Right there. All right, let's go. That rhythm there is fucking catchy as fuck. So yeah, really dark subject matter in that song, but I think that's par for the course for a band that took their name from a lake where a bunch of teenagers were killed to death. But the instrumentals are really fucking good in that and make you kind of want to get up and dance and everything. I love the atmosphere that it conjures with the very start. I really think that these are a big star. Janne Wirman does an amazing job really putting an extra layer into this song and complementing both the guitars and the rhythm section in this as well. He comes and he goes. Sometimes he's in the forefront, sometimes he's in the background, and it just really adds an extra dimension and an extra depth to this song. I also love the little stutter that they take just over 10 seconds in to really make the song sound a little bit more sinister. I feel like this is subconsciously something that is in every song that I bring, just this little stop or start to make the next riff that follows after it sound even more intense. So this was after those keyboards come in at the intro before getting into the first verse. Just going like dark and slow, and then that fucking high harmonic coming right back up and getting into the verse. So we're gonna listen to a little bit of a chunk of music right here. Bum 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 that they do with the accents of the orchestra hits and the keyboards, emphasizing each of those rhythm notes on there. Something that Children of Bodom did throughout their career, especially early on, like a very, very much a calling card for what they did. That shit's so good.
Din 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 din.
This keyboard right here. Harpsichord. Yeah. It's what I love about Children of Bodom is they took all of the different influence that they had, all of the music that they loved, all of the music they wanted to hear, and put it into one cohesive package. Another type of example of this is the keyboard play in the solos from Alexi and Jan, really standing out and trading off guitars like it's KK Downing and Glenn Tipton, or Adrian Smith and Dave Murray. And as we talk about this guitar solo in here, Alexi was such a flashy player, literally like whammy bar dives, tapping, fucking string skipping, all of that other shit. I mean, he could shock and amaze you with his playing. And this solo right here, I think might be one of the most restrained of their entire career, because it doesn't sound all that hard to play and it serves the song very well. It's still very technically impressive and everything like that, but when you compare it to other solos from even this album or throughout the rest of Alexi's career, it is a very restrained solo and serves the song extremely well and sets up Jan to have his amazing keyboard solo as well. It's like almost eighth notes all the way through. Harmonize with himself. Believe it or not, that is all that I've got for Bed of Razors by Children of Bodom. I didn't need to talk your ear off for 1,000 years. Just wanted to get that song in front of you, see what you thought, and say a couple of things about it. So let me know what you thought. Did you like Bed of Razors? Do you think I should have done Silent Night, Bodom Night? Yeah, probably. What's your favorite Children of Bodom song? Which one do you want us to talk about in the future? Did you like their 2010s output? In fact, let me know what your favorite 2010s album is. Let's get that conversation going. Let me know what you think. Let me know what other songs and other bands you want me to dig into in the future. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit like, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're going to have videos coming out as frequently as possible, and we have plenty and plenty of heavy metal to talk about. So until next time, y'all, you take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay heavy, stay puffed.